Hey, what's up everyone? Danny Lightning here. Today we're going to be reviewing the UHURU, hopefully I said that right. As a dyslexic guy, this name is always hard for me to pronounce, but it's the UHURU UM2S gaming microphone. Let's get back to the video. This is a very inexpensive microphone. It's got RGB lights, it's got noise canceling, so let's unbox this really quick and then we're going to plug it in and let you hear it. This is probably a weird unboxing angle, but my little teeny broom, we're kind of stuck with not very much space to work with. So the first thing we're going to pull out of here is our USB cable. Right, we got a really nice looking USB cable. Next, we have a pop filter. So this little microphone does come with a nice pop filter. After that, we have our desk clamp. This does come in pink, white, or black. And then, if I can get it out of here, we have the microphone. This will light up with some really cool looking RGB lights. Underneath this piece here, we have our white boom arm. Like I said, you can get it in black, white, or pink. And we also have some instructions. Alright, so this is what the little microphone sounds like. Now I haven't got to hear it yet, so I'm going to go ahead and stop this and play it back and tell you my first impressions here in just a second. For such a small price tag and what you're getting in the box, this seems like a killer good deal. I'm very impressed with the overall sound quality. I mean, it's not going to give you pro quality sound, but it sounds extremely nice for a cheap microphone set. I mean, this thing doesn't cost that much at all. You get the boom arm, you get the mic, you get the pop filter. It seems like a crazy good deal so far, but let's do some tests on the microphone and figure out how it performs in a few different situations. And I will put a link in the video's description, and the pinned comment is where you can get one of these. They did send me this microphone for free, but I'm going to be giving you my honest opinions. If it's not honest, it's not an actual review. So let's go ahead and test this microphone for pulsive. So Peter Piper picked a peck of peppers. Is the microphone popping when we're saying our P's? Peter Piper picked a peck of peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of peppers. Peter Piper, Peter Piper, Peter Piper, Peter Piper, yeah! And there's a horrible singing test along with the plosive test. Now when I say Cellicel seashells, do the S sounds sound harsh and hard to listen to? Are they fatiguing on the ears? So take a good listen. Cellicel seashells, Cellicel seashells, Cellicel, Cellicel, Cellicel seashells. So listening back to that, there were a few plosives, but the thing is, I was really pushing the P's out and trying to make the microphone pop. So that little pop filter is doing a pretty good job. There is barely anything there. I mean, if I say Peter Piper like that, like normal Peter Piper, you're not going to get any popping. But if you really try, you might get a teeny bit even with the pop filter. But I'm going to say that did a very good job. The S sounds sounded nice and smooth to me. They don't sound harsh. They don't sound fatiguing. So far, we're off to a good start. So let's do a tap test and see if there's any nasty vibrations coming through into the microphone. Alright, so what we're doing now is looking for resonance. You're definitely going to hear some tapping because we're tapping on this. What you're listening for is any type of major ringing. So let's tap on the microphone itself. This microphone does have a headphone jack on the front of it, so you can monitor what's going through the microphone and listen to what's happening on your computer at the same time. You should be able to hear your computer audio and all that good stuff. Let's tap on the desk a little bit. Again, you might hear some tapping. We just don't want to hear any type of ringing. We're listening for resonating frequencies that we don't want. Let me drop the mouse again. Of course, you might hear some noise, but yeah. Alright, so when bumping the boom arm, you're definitely hearing some resonating frequencies coming back in, but when tapping on the desk or hitting the mouse on the desk, you didn't really hear that. So just don't bump the boom arm and don't bump the microphone, which you shouldn't be doing anyways, and you're not going to have any problems. The good news is I can hit on the desk and move my mouse around and tap the mouse, and you're getting very little resonance. So that's not a bad thing in my opinion. I think it performs pretty well, as long as you're not hitting the actual boom arm or hitting the actual microphone. Now this microphone does say it has noise canceling, and we're going to go and test it out. We're going to do a keyboard test where I type on my loud mechanical keyboard, and we're going to see how much of that the microphone picks up. I also have a fan running and a window air conditioner running, so we're also going to see if we can hear the noises from that being picked up. But this does say it has noise canceling, so it should get rid of some of those sounds. So there is a button on the top of the microphone to either mute the microphone or turn noise canceling on and off. So if you press that and hold it down for 2 seconds, it will turn on the noise canceling. I see a little blue light turned on the front. So right now we probably have the noise canceling on. So let's do our keyboard test and see how much of the keyboard is picking up and see how much different the microphone actually sounds with the noise canceling on. So let's go ahead and turn that back off and do the same thing. All right, now we have a green light on the front, so that should be probably no noise canceling. So this will let you find out how well the noise canceling actually works. So blah, 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 blah. Let's turn it on one more time. Generally, noise canceling will kind of degrade your audio quality on a lot of microphones. I don't know if this one does or not right now. Normally, I would never use the noise canceling unless I actually needed it. But let's go ahead and turn that back off. And now I'm going to go ahead and listen to this back and see how it sounds with the noise canceling on and off. And I had to get my reading glasses out to read the little manual to figure out how to turn the noise canceling on and off, but unfortunately, I don't think I would use the noise canceling on this microphone. I feel like it actually did more harm than good. So noise canceling for me, no thank you, but honestly it sounds great without it. I think it's doing a very good job at what it does without the noise canceling, so I don't think I need it anyways. Like I said, I got a fan and a window air conditioner running, so hey, it is what it is on the noise canceling, I guess, but everything else has been pretty satisfactory so far, but I'm not a fan of the way the noise canceling sounds. Now we're going to go ahead and test the mute function. So little button off, it's going to unmute us. Time I tap, of course you can't hear what I'm saying, but every time I just lightly tap that mute button, it's muting and unmuting me, and it seems to be working very well. So let's try that again. Mute, 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 mute. Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? I'm annoying. Yes, I am. And that was the mute button test. Seems to work very well. Now, proper placement for a microphone like this is probably about a hang 10 away. That's about where you want to have it, but let's go ahead and test what happens when we get further away from the microphone. So if we move back a little bit, this is the way it sounds from a distance. This is the way it sounds from a distance. Hello, 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 hello. Now we're way too far away from it, and you're probably hearing all kinds of room noise and all that good stuff. My voice is probably a lot quieter. You're probably hearing a lot more reverb. You don't want to be too far away from your microphones, guys. And now I'm going to talk really nice and quiet, and we're going to get a good idea of how this sounds when you're right up next to it. I might have the microphone's gain turned up just a little bit too high to be this close to it. I normally would not have the microphone gain turned up as high as I do currently. There is a knob to adjust that on the bottom that just turns to make you louder or quieter. And I've got it a little higher than normal recording volume. So just for testing the microphone, we want to see if it clips. So let's see what happens if I start yelling into the microphone with the gain turned up way too high. Hello, hello, hello. And more than likely that is distorting the microphone and clipping, but that's going to be expected. Let's go ahead and turn the gain down just a little bit and then see how it does at a normal recording level. Now I know we're much quieter right now, but hello, 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 check 1 2 1 2. So that's how it sounds when you get really loud. Alright, so there was still a small amount of distortion when I yelled at a regular recording level, but when you're talking about a microphone at this price point, you can't expect things to be perfect. But it really does sound extremely good at a normal speaking level for what it is. I mean, I'm very impressed by this little inexpensive microphone. The only thing I really have a problem with is I don't like the way the noise canceling sounds. So I'm personally not going to use the noise canceling, but everything else about this microphone is pretty darn nice. I mean, it's got a nice flat sound, meaning the bass isn't really boosted up, the highs aren't boosted, the mids aren't scooped. It just has a nice flat EQ curve, which is really what you want. And then you can always EQ the microphone a little bit if you want to. And right there, I just bumped the boom arm, so you probably heard a nasty noise. I apologize about that. But I really think this is a nice little microphone that sounds pretty dang good. So there's one more thing. There is a RGB button that will go through some different RGB lighting modes. Hopefully my hand being on the microphone is not changing the way it sounds, but yeah, you got a whole bunch of different RGB modes you can go through by tapping the buttons on the top here. And ooh, there's a pulsing mode that looks pretty cool. But I'm very impressed with this microphone for the price. I mean, you cannot beat something like this for the money. It's a decent sounding microphone. It's definitely going to make you sound very nice. It comes with a nice little boom arm. You can't complain about something like this whatsoever when you're looking at the price point and how it sounds. I mean, there's a couple of little things here and there. It's not 100% perfect, but it's pretty dang good for the money. You could probably run a YouTube channel off of this and nobody would really complain about the way you sound as long as you're recording in a nice quiet room and all that good stuff. So yeah, this seems like a very, very, very good budget option. I'm actually really surprised at how nice this thing sounds. I mean, this company sent me a gaming mouse a few weeks ago or a month or two ago, and I've been using it ever since. Their gaming mouse was also really impressive. So this company is definitely doing some good things at some low prices. So yeah, definitely a company to look at. Again, there's a link to this thing in the video's description and the pinned comment. So the honest truth is, for $35, you can't really beat this. At the time I'm recording this video, it's selling on Amazon for $35. And I think there's also like a $5 or $6 off coupon as well. So it's close to 30 bucks. That is a very, 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 very good deal. Like I said, you're not going to get 100% pro quality sound out of this, but I think this microphone does make you sound very nice, and there's really not much to complain about other than the noise canceling feels a little bit iffy. But besides that, that's good sound for $35. So at this price point, there's really not too much to complain about. I mean, you could go out and spend $100 or $200 on an audio interface and between $100 and $1,000 on a really nice microphone if you want pro quality sound. But if you're just looking for something to get started, you really can't beat this for the money for what you're getting. You know, it's a nice sounding microphone. It's got an overall pleasing sound to it. I think it sounds pretty good for what it is. I mean, you're not going to record a gold record off of something like this or get a bunch of voice acting gigs, but you can easily run a YouTube channel, a podcast, or chat with your friends, and this will get you off to a very good start. So for the money, I think it's a very good value, and it sounds pretty nice for what it is. Alright, well, I think that's going to wrap this video up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you drop down the video's description and the pinned comment, you'll find a bunch of interesting stuff there, including the product links. Alright, catch you guys later. Thank you so much. Lightning out. Have a great day. Hope you liked the video. See ya.